Let's begin by pretending you've always known this. Because haven't you? Haven't you in quiet moments felt the heat rise in your chest when you knew that you were playing small? When your mouth closed just before brilliance spilled out? When your shoulders curled and your soul whispered, "Can I?" When the answer should have been, "Fuck yes." You're not scared of failing, you're scared of being seen succeeding. But what if? What if the fear isn't even fear? What if it's power so fucking bright your body mistakes it for danger? 'Cause that buzzing in your belly, that breathless pause before action, that's not panic, that's activation. And you already know how this works. You've felt it before. Right before you said the brave thing. Right before you stepped forward, spoke louder, laughed harder, stood taller. Why the hell are you so scared? Let's get real. You've been taught humility means shrinking. You've been trained that standing tall means stepping on others. That's psychological hand-me-downs from people who are too scared to own their damn light. So let's update the operating system. Let's flip the fucking script. Taking up space is a gift. You don't shrink to make others comfortable. You expand to show them what's possible. And when you do, you give others permission to rise with you. You become a fucking invitation to excellence. You're not just allowed to take up space, you're required to. You're not a burden, you're a fucking beacon. And yes, someone will always know more than you. But that's irrelevant. Because contribution isn't about being the best. It's about being available. Let's chunk it down and chunk it up. Chunk down to the details. I'm afraid they'll think I'm arrogant. I might be wrong. I might be judged. What if they see through me? Chunk up to the bigger picture. What if you being seen makes someone believe in themselves? What if your voice breaks generational silence? What if your authenticity heals someone else's shame? See that. One thought shrinks you. The other catapults you. The science why this fucking works. Your reticular activating system. That's your brain's filter. Start showing you more of what you believe is possible. So if you keep looping, "I'm not good enough," your brain finds proof. But when you say, "I'm allowed to own my mastery," your nervous system reorganizes itself to match that frame. Neurons fire, dopamine drips. Your entire biochemical reality shifts around that belief. This isn't magic. It's neuroplasticity. How do you already do this? You smile when someone compliments your work. That's pride. You explain an idea with passion. That's you taking up space. You raise your hand, speak your truth, stand your ground. That's you already doing it. So here's a double bind. Either you've already got what it takes, or you're just one thought away from unlocking it. Either way, you're already halfway there. Let's confuse that fear out of you. Because if fear is just excitement without breath, and excitement is curiosity without a pulse, and curiosity is permission to explore, then wouldn't it make more sense to fear not doing the thing? Because when you're afraid of standing out, you're agreeing to stay invisible. And that's not safety, that's spiritual suffocation. So let the fear swirl, let it dance, and do it anyway. That's how warriors are born. That's how kings take thrones. So, you'd rather guarantee regret than risk reward. You'd rather betray yourself today, so you can be liked by people who don't even know who they are. Well, fuck that. Failure, that's feedback in a hoodie. Embarrassment, that's just confidence stretching its legs. Mistakes, that's how we etch mastery into memory. So here is your pattern interrupt. Start before you're ready. Start anyway, especially because you're scared. There was once a phoenix egg that never hatched. Why? Because the egg believed it would burn alive if it ever broke its shell. It didn't realise the flame inside was its fucking birthright. You're the phoenix egg. You're the flame. And the ashes and the rebirth all in one. So burn. Burn bright. You might not realise this now, but the part of you who used to wait for permission, that part is already melting. It's already fading. It's already being rewritten by this version of you who, without fully knowing how, just started to remember. You're the storm. You're the pulse. You're the earthquake in the quiet room. You're the one they've been waiting for, even if they don't know it yet. Because when you know reality is fluid, and your beliefs are steering wheels, not shackles, then confidence is a trait, it's a choice. And when you embody curiosity, adapt with playfulness, speak with certainty, feel without fear, then authenticity becomes your superpower, not your liability. You're magnetic, you're trusted, you're funny, loving, fucking radiant. Because you've stopped suppressing and started expressing. And self-approval, that's now your new religion. How does this change everything? When you walk into a room and take up space, shoulders tall, eyes soft, voice rich, people feel it. They don't know what changed. They just feel safer, more drawn in, more alive, because your energy mirrors permission. You taking up space gives them permission to love themselves harder. So what the fuck are you waiting for? You now realise you're more than enough. You begin to feel pride in every word you speak. You take up space without needing a reason. You smile at your brilliance like an old friend. You let go of shame like a jacket that no longer fits. You move forward because it's already who you are. You can forget everything that held you back. You can remember who the fuck you really are. Because when you walk as if you're divine, and speak as if you're certain, and laugh like you've already won, you become unstoppable. The world shifts around you, opportunities whisper, doors unlock. You're no longer the one who hides. You're the one who commands, who creates, who takes up fucking space. And from now on, that's your new default. Now go, step forward, and don't look back. You're not going that way.